let's talk about getting noticed. I mean, in a world that is just flooded with ads and content, how does any brand actually stand out? It's a huge challenge, right? But what if the answer isn't about being louder? What if it's about building deeper, more meaningful connections? Today, we're going to dive into a philosophy that flips the script, moving away from short-term hype and toward creating a real, lasting presence. And it all starts with partnership. This quote, it really just nails it, doesn't it? It comes from a company called GATTOBRACCO, and it's pretty much the foundation for everything we're about to explore. They're talking about a massive shift here. Instead of a one-way megaphone, just broadcasting at people, the focus is on a two-way conversation, speaking with them. Okay, so let's start with the big question, the why. Why does this whole conversational approach even matter in the first place? Well, the core idea is actually super simple. It's all about longevity. Think about it like this. A big, splashy ad campaign is kind of like a firework. It's bright, it gets a lot of attention for a second, and then it's gone. But a real partnership, that's more like planting a tree. It grows roots, it becomes stable, it feels authentic, and it's still providing value long, long after that initial marketing push is over. A great philosophy is one thing, but how does it actually work in practice? Let's take a look at the process, how these partnerships are actually built together. And this is absolutely crucial. For them, partnership isn't just some clever word they throw around in meetings, it's the real deal. It's the guiding principle behind every decision, every introduction, and every single strategy. It's all about working side by side with a client to create something that genuinely, truly resonates with people. This slide just lays out the difference so clearly. You know the old way, right? It's transactional. You buy some ad space, you push a promotion, and you just add to the overwhelming noise that we're all trying to tune out. But the alternative is to build a real partnership that creates a clear signal, a connection that feels so genuine it actually cuts right through all that static. And a partnership like that has to be built on a solid foundation. Here, it comes down to three core values. First, being transparent, so everyone's always on the same page. Second, being respectful, which is key to any healthy collaboration. And maybe most important of all, being aligned, making absolutely sure that the presence they build is a true, honest reflection of the brand's own identity. So, we have the why and the how, but how does all this translate into actual services? Let's get into the what, the specific, collaborative things they actually do. They've got this three-pillar process. And you'll notice it's not just about getting a quick mention in the press. No, it starts with finding the right strategic partners. Then it builds into media exposure, and it all gets solidified through a genuine cultural connection. Each step really supports the other. Let's break that down, starting with step one, alliances. They actually call this scouting. And this isn't about casting some huge, wide net and hoping for the best. It's the opposite. It's about precise, super tailored research to find that perfect distributor or the ideal co-branding opportunity, the right partner that truly gets the brand's mission. Okay, so after they scout those partners, step two is, of course, getting that media exposure. But the process doesn't stop there. The final step, and honestly, this is the part that feels really unique, is creating a genuine cultural connection. Through a service they call Global Memories, they connect unique venues with clients, but only after a really tough audit process. So this isn't just about product placement, it's about actually weaving a brand into the cultural fabric of a place. And you can see this approach really works across all kinds of industries and all over the world. We're talking about everything from a Thai leather workshop to a Latin American cacao producer and even a Chinese artisanal food brand. It just proves that these principles of partnership and authentic connection, they're universal. And another thing, this collaborative model isn't just for the new kids on the block. It's designed to be completely adaptable, whether you're a big, established brand looking to deepen your roots in a market, or you're a newcomer just trying to find your footing. This all brings us to a really powerful question, one that's worth thinking about. After all the effort to be seen, all the posts, the ads, the outreach, is it creating a real signal, or is it just more background noise? And that exact question, is your visibility just noise? It gets right to the heart of their core belief. The whole goal is to transform that noise into true resonance. Because really, at the end of the day, visibility for its own sake is pretty empty. It's just noise. But when that visibility is built on the integrity of a true partnership, that's when it creates resonance. That's when it rings true. And that's when people actually start to listen. And that's the ultimate goal, isn't it? It's not about creating a louder, flashier image for a brand. It's about helping it be seen, and more importantly, understood for what it already is. It's the difference between a billboard and a meaningful conversation. So all of this brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, an invitation to put this whole philosophy into action and to grow together. So the invitation is simple. If the idea of building a lasting presence through real partnership sounds a lot more appealing than just making more noise, well, the conversation can continue from here. Thanks so much for joining me.